Networking is really dependent on every individual. Everyone comes into networking with a different idea of what it is and a different idea of what they want to get out of it. But essentially, networking is meeting new people. It's really that simple. And not just meeting them, but asking them the right questions. I think every student needs to tap into networking. And it doesn't have to be a scary, formal event that you go to. It can start with getting to know the people in your classes, turning to your classmate next to you and asking them a little bit more about themselves. Really being interested in people is the basis for all networking. So wherever you are, you can be networking. There are so many benefits that come from getting to know people. And basically the saying, it's not what you know, it's who you know, is so true. Because in my personal experience, all of the opportunities that I've had, the leaders that I've met have been through personal contacts, which has been through networking. It's really incredible how much people are helpful and how much they do want to help you. So for example, if you have a need or a fundraiser that you're running, wouldn't it be great just to let your friends know? And because they're all networked, they can let all their friends know. And all of a sudden, in a matter of one group on Facebook or one email, you now have thousands of people knowing about your cause. So that's one benefit of networking. Well, any kind of introduction we call the elevator pitch, and it needs to be less than 1 minute. Any business person alike has a very busy schedule. They may be coming and going to meet a few people and don't have 10 or 15 minutes necessarily to speak with you, but you want to be memorable. What can you do or say in a short period of time, specifically under 60 seconds, that they will remember 2 or 3 things about you? So you want to say what you're interested in, what you're passionate about, and what you really want from them. Do you want them to hook you up with a job? Let them know that. Don't let them know your whole history and where you went to high school and that you like dogs. Say, hi, I'm Sharon McQueen. I love universities. I'm looking for some internship experience in the community. I'd love if I could follow up with you, and make sure you get their business card. Keep asking questions. Questions, questions, questions. It's not about you. So the worst thing you can do is ramble on about yourself. Everyone is interested in others, but they love talking about themselves. So if you can try and catch yourself as soon as you start saying about, I like this and I like that, and you know what you can do? Turn it around. So ask them if they like those things. You keep wanting to push the ball back in their court so they're talking about themselves. Guaranteed they'll remember that conversation because they enjoyed speaking about themselves and that they liked you were interested in them. So they will remember who you are. The best thing I'd recommend is to have some questions already prepared. Write them down on the back of a business card if you have to, that's really small, and have 3 key questions that you already have practiced in your mind. Because when you're nervous, we go absolutely blank, and you don't want to be umming and awing and really nervous and tense when you want to meet that person that you think could be giving you a job or an internship, for example. So here's an example of a question that you could write down. Where are you from? Point blank. They don't have to be very difficult questions. And that's a conversation starter. Are you from North Bay? Oh, you're not from here, so what brought you to here? Or if they're from here, what enticed you to stay here? What inspired you to get into business? Tell me more about yourself. These are a few examples of basic questions that everyone has an answer to. And then you can find commonalities and then just in common ground and strike up a conversation. The best way to follow up definitely is within 48 hours or less. The sooner you can follow up with someone, a quick email will suffice, but a phone call is the ultimate. That personal connection is the closest, most effective contact. So for example, I had a community breakfast here at the university, and as soon as I left and came back to my office, I went through the list of all the participants and each gave them an individual phone call to say, thank you for your time, it was really nice to have you out, have a great day and look forward to following up with you. And they were so shocked to hear from me because it's something that takes time. So not a lot of people and organizations can do that. Certainly if you follow up by email, they'll have your contact as well, and they can get back to you whenever they can. Handwritten letter is by far the ultimate. If you can't send an email or make a quick call, definitely write a handwritten letter, and that will astonish them. They will totally know who you are next time you call. There's definitely some sensitive topics you might not want to start off with right away. Politics is sometimes touchy, religion is sometimes touchy. Kind of those topics you want to stay away from when you're first meeting someone. Keep it general, keep it light, keep it fresh, keep it in a general sense for sure. Usually there's always food. Food and drinks are always at these things. So the way you carry yourself is very important. Never come to these events on an empty stomach, as they say. So that would mean that you're really hungry and you're going to stand around the food table the whole time. Your point of going is to network, not to eat. So it's okay as a social nicety to have some cheese and crackers and maybe one glass of wine, but that's all. And to put it in your left hand so you always have your right hand free to shake hands. What you don't want to do is have your hands totally full and have the business person you've been waiting all evening to meet and you're all fidgety and not sure how to shake their hand. Always have your glass and your plate of a few snacks in your left hand and just be ready to greet them.